When your cat places their paw on you, do you truly understand what they're communicating? Yes, it's adorable. But beneath that sweetness, there's something deeper that most people overlook. It's one of the most emotionally significant things your cat can do, and if you react the wrong way, which most owners do, you might silently damage the trust they were trying to extend. Let's begin with what that paw actually means. 1. They need something but won't beg. Ever notice your cat softly placing their paw on you while you're eating, working, or simply relaxing on the couch? Here's what's really going on. Your cat wants something. But unlike dogs who whine, bark, or shove their face into yours, cats take a completely different approach. They tap. This gentle paw touch is their way of saying, "Excuse me." It's polite. It's measured, and it's surprisingly intentional. Here's why this matters. Cats didn't evolve to communicate with humans. Meowing is actually a behavior they developed almost entirely for us. In the wild, adult cats rarely meow at one another, but the paw touch is different. It's borrowed from how cats interact with each other. It's a low-pressure signal that says, "I'm here. I need something, but I'm not demanding it." And what makes this even more fascinating is why they chose you to ask. Cats don't tap just anyone. If your cat is placing their paw on you instead of meowing relentlessly or knocking things off the counter, it means they trust you to respond without them needing to escalate. But here's the part most people miss. This gentle tap isn't just about food or attention. Sometimes it's the first sign of something far deeper. A level of trust so rare that most owners don't even recognize when it's happening. We'll come back to that one at the end, and honestly, it might change the way you see your cat completely. 2. They're claiming you as their own. Have you ever wondered why your cat doesn't simply rub against you when they want affection? Why the paw specifically? Here's something most owners have absolutely no idea about. Your cat has scent glands in their paw pads. When they press that paw against your skin, your arm, your face, your leg, they're not just touching you, they're marking you. This is territorial behavior, but not in an aggressive sense. It's actually the opposite. Your cat is saying, "This one is mine," in the most intimate way they know how. They're leaving invisible chemical signals on you that communicate to other animals, even other cats, that you belong to them. Think about that for a moment. When your cat gently rests their paw on you, they're performing a small ritual of ownership. You're not simply their caretaker, you're their person, and they want everyone to know it. What makes this even more meaningful is that cats are selective about what they mark. They don't claim just anything. They mark the things that truly matter to them. Their favorite sleeping spot, the corner of the couch they've decided is theirs and you. So the next time that little paw lands on your arm, remember, you've just been officially chosen. And hey, if this is resonating with you, take a moment to hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat lovers who genuinely want to understand what their cat is trying to tell them. 3. They're checking if you're still breathing. Ever been napping on the couch and suddenly felt a paw pressing into your face or chest? Maybe you thought your cat was being annoying, but you figured they just wanted food. What if I told you they were actually checking to see if you were still alive? It sounds dramatic, but it's real. Cats are highly attuned to movement and breathing patterns. When you're asleep or completely still for a stretch of time, you stop giving off the usual signals they depend on. No talking, no shifting around. To your cat, something feels wrong, so they investigate. That paw on your chest, they're sensing the rise and fall of your breath. That tap on your face, they're looking for a reaction. Any indication that you're okay. Researchers who study animal behavior call this a wellness check, and it's not random. Cats typically only do this with the people they're most deeply bonded to. They're not checking on strangers or guests. They're checking on you, the one who feeds them, the one who pets them, the one they've chosen. So the next time your cat rudely wakes you up with a paw to the face, pause before you get frustrated. In their own quiet way, they were worried about you. And that little tap was their way of making sure you were still there for. They learned this behavior from their mother. Why do cats use their paws to communicate in the first place? Where did this even come from? The answer goes back to the very beginning of their life. When your cat was a tiny kitten, still blind and helpless, they depended entirely on their mother. And one of the first things they learned to do was press their paws against her while nursing. This motion, called kneading, helped stimulate milk flow. But it did something else as well. It created comfort, safety, a feeling that everything was going to be okay. Now, here's what's remarkable. Most cats outgrow the need for milk, but they never outgrow the emotional connection to that motion. That pressing behavior becomes deeply wired as a self-soothing response. And when your adult cat places their paw on you, they're drawing on that same ancient feeling. You've become what their mother once was, a source of safety, a place where they can truly let their guard down. This is why some cats will paw at you and then immediately curl up or close their eyes. The touch itself triggers relaxation. It tells their nervous system, I'm with someone I trust. Hey, they don't want you to leave. Have you ever noticed your cat placing their paw on you right before you were about to get up? Almost as if they knew what you were going to do before you did it. That's because they did. Cats are extraordinary readers of body language. They pick up on micro movements that most humans wouldn't even notice. The way you shift your weight, the subtle tension in your legs before you stand, the change in your breathing when you're preparing to move. Your cat notices all of it. And when they place their paw on you in that moment, they're making a quiet request. Stay. This isn't neediness. It's not clinginess. It's actually one of the purest forms of connection your cat can express. They've learned your patterns. They know when you're about to leave the couch, leave the bed, leave the room. And instead of simply letting it happen, they reach out. What makes this so powerful is that cats are not known for showing vulnerability. They're independent. They conceal pain. They act as though they don't need anyone. So when a cat actively asks you not to go, even in this small, silent way, it genuinely means something. 6, they're saying, I'd risk my life for you. What if one simple gesture from your cat carried more meaning than you ever realized? Remember earlier when I mentioned that some paw touches are signs of something deeper? A level of trust so rare that most owners never even recognize it? This is exactly what I was referring to. When a cat places their paw on you and holds it there, relaxed, with no tension in their body, they're doing something that works against every survival instinct they possess. They're making themselves vulnerable on purpose. Think about what? A cat needs to survive. Speed, balance, the ability to launch in any direction at a split second's notice. All for paws on the ground means they're prepared for anything. But when they lift one paw and rest it on you, they've just reduced their escape options by half. They're telling you, I don't need to run, not with you. In the wild, this would be dangerous. A cat caught off guard with only 3 paws grounded is a cat that might not make it, but your cat isn't thinking about survival in that moment. They're thinking about connection. This is the ultimate expression of trust. It's not because they're being cute, not because they want something, but because in that quiet moment, they are choosing you over their own instincts.